everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for March 11th, 2020, Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I had one of our brothers send an Amazon link, and believe it or not, they've got a very nice looking Now watch, wristwatch. So if you want that link, just send, I'd like the watch link. It's like $40 for the watch, 39 something. And if you want the link, you can go ahead and send a request to the Silver Galaxy at protonmail.com. The Silver Galaxy at protonmail.com. Excuse me. I think that's a pretty nifty idea. It reminds us to stay in the now. I think some people would think now, meaning get it done now. But I think it's plural. It really works because we visualize and we see now. Stay in the now. So, and interesting how these things materialize when you weren't aware of them before. So we're advancing very quickly here. I'm sure I've had some people send heads up on some of the things they've been experiencing. And if you go to if you're perceptive and you go and you see something one day and then you look again and it's not the same. These are little subtle transitions taking place on the planet. So it's kind of like it is a frequency shift, but it's so subtle that you look and you go, that wasn't the way it was. It's different now. And that isn't a trick or an illusion. It is a fact that this is, we're transitioning, that the planet ourselves are transitioning into a much higher frequency of existence. So you see all of this, you understand what's going on. That's real crucial, that we understand what's happening. This isn't a doom and gloom. It's the opposite. But yet, when you look at a dark matter, low frequency planet, as this planet has been for quite a long time, when things begin to shift, and it's one heck of an experience to watch, you begin to see spillage all over the place, where you're seeing strange activity, something that you wouldn't experience before. And what's happening right now on this planet is it's happening unprecedented in the history of this planet. It's unprecedented. Never. And that's why there's, other civilizations that have come here to watch the show. I would. You're looking at a planet transition into higher frequency, which you don't see a lot. So when that does happen, and it affects every single time a planet goes into the transition like this one is, it affects everything. And don't kid yourself, it doesn't matter what planet, it affects everything. Since we're all connected, we're all part of the pure consciousness. And this begins to make a lot more sense as you view what is actually happening. A lot of people don't know. They're mired in a lower frequency. It doesn't mean they're make them bad or anything. It's just that they're mired in a low frequency. You're used to it, like a lot of us were used to it. And when you move out of that by choosing in your own way, in your own direction, not by forced or I have to do that. You just choose to do it. So the process of it is that we are moving at really high velocity. It doesn't seem like it, but we are. It is the space that is moving so quickly, and the planet is transitioning. You're going to see some stuff that that no one has seen before. Not in this lifetime, not in many, where you're witnessing things that really have never taken place before on this planet. You're seeing the reveal of the trickery. You're seeing the reveal of the illusion. You have to be really careful, because the illusion can be layered in an illusion. See? So and that's what you have to really be aware of, really become conscious about, that the illusion can be wrapped in another illusion. So we become very astute, so to speak, as to the transitions. And some people say, well, what I need to pay attention to it. You just go with the flow. That's true. But if you really want to take in the show, and from afar you can watch it, it's quite fascinating to see all of this transcend. It's all happening at once. You're seeing those who have been manipulated and controlled for so very long that they're just not aware that they are revealed. You understand what I'm saying? They're not aware that they're revealed. They're still operating the way they've always operated, but now they're being revealed. So the exposure is quite heavy. You imagine that? You imagine that others are, those who are conscious and awake are watching this, and they're seeing it. It's like someone totally naked. You can't hide anything. And this is what's happened. And it's getting more and more so. But even though you see it as, you look at this, they see it like they've always been, that they aren't revealed. That they're protected, but they're not protected anymore. See? So now they're just left to their own vices to try to survive, and it just, with a higher frequency, and you're in a very low frequency, guess what happens? If you aren't locked in, you're not going to be able to increase your frequency. And so you'll just dissipate till you're no more. And what that means is that the transition to higher dimension becomes complete. And this is those who are scurrying around and not aware that they are revealed. And when you transition to higher frequency, those disappear. They're not around anymore. See? And this has been happening on this planet. But a lot of people aren't aware of is that the higher frequencies are, going higher and higher, and the low frequencies are dissipating. What does that mean? Well, it means that some people will just not be around. That they will just vanish. And that's what happens. Does that mean they don't exist? No. It means that the frequency gets to a point where we leave completely the last vestiges of three-dimensional existence. Say, We leave it. So why would we see those things? Why would we see these people scurrying around, thinking that they're still covered and they're actually totally revealed? You know, that's what happens. So through the transition into the higher frequency of 5D, which is the first step, and then 6D, 7D, 8D, 9D. So when you go into 5D, the last vestiges of 3D disappear. They're no more. Some people will notice, others won't. But that's how it transitions. You can't have a vibration frequency of 3D and a 5D. It doesn't work. That's just not the way it is. If that was the case, then all physical forms could travel unobtrusively through all dimensions, and that's not the way it's designed. It doesn't happen that way. You do have interdimensional beings, but for the most part, all of us are tuned to the frequency we're in, which right now would have been forever 3D. So we are leaving 3D into 5D. So everything, all these ones who are in 3D, totally immersed in low dark matter frequency, low survival matter frequency, will appear to vanish. You'll watch what happens. They will appear to vanish. And some people say, oh, that's just a bunch of... No, you'll see. And some of us don't need to see because we already believe and understand and feel the frequency. So it's not even, for us, it's not it isn't an issue. It is an understanding. So that we do transition, and we are transitioning, and this isn't a joke, and it isn't smoke and mirrors. It is reality, and we are supreme reality, and this is transitioning. So you be careful, because those frequencies would like nothing more but to keep you distracted. And that's the truth, is to keep you distracted. Period. Keep you distracted. And we are moving into bliss. Those who have chosen to, all right? And it doesn't make the others bad. They just haven't chosen to. They may not be conscious enough. They may move into consciousness at a later time. Understand something, that enlightenment is not about imagining figures of light, but of making the darkness conscious. Okay? Enlightenment is not about imagining figures of light, but of making the darkness conscious. Carl Jung said that. We've talked a lot about samadhi, right? S-A-M-A-D-H-I. And samadhi it's Sanskrit, Hindi. And the word, the Sanskrit word that literally means the bliss, from transcending the mind. Well put. The bliss from transcending the mind. It is a state of perfect, clear seeing that recognizes the divine within each and every one of us, in everything around us, and in every person we meet. The state of samadhi is a profound spiritual experience where you explore deep joy, expansive feelings of lightness, love, connection to the divine. It is the first step on the path towards enlightenment. Now, samadhi consciousness is unique from other paths on the spiritual quest, and that it creates into reality by simply connecting with the source of pure consciousness, that which created us. That is source creation, source of pure consciousness, and remaining there for long periods of time. It is one of the highest, other than nirvana, samadhi is one of the highest spiritual experiences you can have. And it opens each and every one of us up to our most enlightened self, who is free from worry, fear, and any attachment to this world. One who is living their life in samadhi consciousness feels only love, oneness, and a deep peace within every life experience they have. There is a deep knowing that all is one, and that oneness is at the core of everything and everyone. You realize it is truly who you are. And in samadhi, there is such a tremendous feeling of bliss because your inner judge and critic is no longer dominating your mind. Isn't that wonderful? Only consciousness dominates your mind. And your mind is very, very, very silent. And there may be thoughts that pass through the mind, yet you are no longer controlling, managing, or clinging on to them. This is what we normally do. So one who has entered the state of samadhi discovers a deep, personal, intimate merging with the God source. They meet the divine being within themselves and connect with the sacred spirit within everyone they meet. The ego within others and yourself is easily seen and transcended into samadhi consciousness. You are truly unified, connected, and at peace with everyone in the universe on every level. There is this natural, eternally expanding realization that this world and your ego is not real, and that the real you, the soul, the spirit, and divine essence, is who you truly are and will never cease, never die. And to reach samadhi, it takes a profound state of constant, deep surrender to the divine. And by relaxing into each and every life experience, you will soon relax deep enough into yourself and discover pure consciousness, which is not attached to any thought, feeling, or idea. And by surrendering, each and every one of us, to this consciousness on a moment-to-moment basis, we will eventually arrive at a state of bliss. We wander restlessly from forest to forest, while the reality is within our own dwelling. The truth is here until you have found God in your own soul. The whole world will seem meaningless to you. Kabir. Now, from what we know, the first samadhi experience lasted for several months. A lot of people have had samadhi. The issue is that you must be pure conscious. You must be aware. Your journey must be within. you discover a divine connection to everything. Because I say this all the time, we are all one. And when you finally understand what that means, you will be moving more consistently, having more samadhi experiences more frequently, and in eventuality, it will become always. Because each of us have the power to create. That's obvious. Our power is so strong that whatever we believe comes true. That's very true. That is not debatable. That's a fact. So samadhi can happen to anyone who is devoted to finding the truth. You can be in samadhi if you're devoted to finding the truth of who you really are. And the divine spiritual essence is within each and every one of us now, right now, in this moment. It's not gonna come, It is now. Now, our minds, however, are very addicted to old patterns. And the mind isn't used to seeing aspects about yourself, others, and the world as permanent instead of a transient phase. These patterns must be eliminated. And you become your own guru, your own spiritual teacher. It's a permanent state of freedom. You can go to gurus and everything like many have on this planet throughout the ages. The point is, you're not discovering through you. If you go to a guru, you're discovering through the guru. And sometimes that can be misinterpreted. You understand that problems from your past become illusory issues, which you realize you are always free from the appearance of their grasp. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive. And then go and do that. Because what the world needs is people who are truly alive. Earl Whitman. Understand that in samadhi consciousness, we are all completely free and energetically unlimited, that all things are possible to each and every one of us. It's not just that they seem possible, it's that they are possible. And your mind-body's vibration is so high that your ability to manifest, create into reality is truly unstoppable. And the wildest thing is that this ever-expanding state of bliss is actually available within you right now. The point is, if you are open to exploring what this magical state is like, you literally become aware of the God within you, and you become one with that God. Then you'll understand that you literally move into samadhi effortlessly, and it becomes autopilot. Just like I say, we are the bliss. We are the joy. We are the happiness. We are the abundance. We're all of these things. We were taught that it's all outside of us. Abundance is outside of us. All these things are outside of us. We have to go find them, seek them. Just like when they took the God out of man and put God in the sky. We've come full circle as a civilization. Now we're literally transcending into higher frequency. It is a given. The more we become aware of who and what we are, the more at ease and at peace we will be. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we want to do is relax our bodies. Let go of the stress. Let go of the anxiety, the fears. We all have them, one way, shape, form, or another. None of us are exempt. And release them. You know what it's like? It's like taking a bag of trash and dumping it into the trash can and never thinking about it again. It's exactly what it's like. When you take a bag of trash and you put it in a receptacle, are you thinking about it after you do it? No. You ever notice that? Gone. You don't ever think about it again. In fact, you feel relieved when you put it in a receptacle. Now that's done, that's out of the way. It's pretty much an analogy of all of us on letting go and eliminating all of the debris that we have literally immersed ourselves in this life and many other lives. So we take it all, throw it in a bag, and dump it in a receptacle, and walk away. And we don't ever visit it because it's gone. You're not going to find it. It's gone. Okay? Some of us will take it and, oh man, go back and look through and see, but it's gone. It's over. So we relax the body. Let everything just fall away. Like I said, throw it away. And as you relax the body, you'll find that there are certain parts of your body where you've been harboring stress and anxiety for a very long time. And you'll discover that it is no longer there. It's gone. Only you can do that. Nobody else can do it for you. Only you can do it permanently. And so as we relax our bodies, we want to move into the now. And the now is all we have. The now contains the past, the present, and the future. Obviously, we know the past. All of us know that the past is dead. It is something that we have experienced, and it is gone, never to be visited again. It is seductive at times. It can entice us to visit it often. It is not recommended that we do. And the future is not there yet because we're creating it in the now. So we focus and stay in the now. By staying in the now, we still the ego mind. We still it. All the noise, all the chatter dissipates and vaporizes. You ever notice when you're in the now, all that noise is gone because you're not thinking in the past and you're not thinking in the future. You're only concentrating on the now, the very moment you're in. And that very moment is no different than the space between heartbeat. It's that little space. That's the now. Because the now is fleeting. Because every second is the now. It is in the moment. It is in the moment that we exist. It is in the moment that we are all one. We are literally in the now. And when you focus, even on that space between the heartbeat, you literally move yourself into the now. And you create your future moment to moment to moment. Now, we relax the body, we move into the now. We want to breathe. And breathing is very important for these bodies. Most of us shallow breathe. What is that? Well, it means that you're so distracted with so much chatter and noise and thoughts that you forget that you are breathing. And that creates shallow breathing, where we're barely breathing. And most of us don't even know it because we're so preoccupied with the past and the future. So it's imperative that we breath in. We breath in through the nose. We take a nice, healthy inhale. And then we sustain that inhale for just a few seconds, 3 seconds. And we can use affirmative frequency words like, I am power, I am happiness, I am joy, I am bliss, I am abundance. Through the heart-mind, this delivery cannot come through the ego-mind. It must go through the heart-mind. I am light, I am love, I am tranquility, I am benevolence, I am gentleness, I am kindness. You can use many different frequencies of words, whatever you choose to use. And then you exhale, you breath out through the mouth. Nice and easy breath out. And as you do this, you want to do it at least 6 times while I'm talking. Now, as we breath in, we're breathing in divine positive energy. And the divine positive energy is through us, around us, above us, below us. It's everywhere. And it comes from source creation, pure consciousness. Comes in through the gods that we are, and in through the heart-mind. It does not go through the ego-mind. It is a vibration. It's a frequency. It's a communication. It's not words. It's a feeling, a sense, an interaction. And it communicates to each and every one of us is to become the God that we are. Because we have been separated for a very long time from the God. So it is to bring back the God to man, and to have man embrace the God that it is. No longer will we be separated from the gods that we are. This is unacceptable, and we have chosen to not allow this to continue. And when we say that we are gods, it is because we truly are. This is not an ego. It is not any kind of a movie. It is the reality of that which we are, which has been created, pure consciousness, which is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. So we are the God-man, all of us. That includes feminine, masculine, includes all of those high frequencies. And that is why we are transitioning in higher frequency in this now. And that is why this planet is transforming into a God planet. Now, when we breath out, obviously, we breath out the remnants of the continued control of the ego mind. And the ego mind will try everything it can to convince each and every one of us that this is all poppycock, it's all crap. And don't listen to it. And you may get an uneasy feel, or the guilt, or something comes in to cause you to move your attention away from the God that you are. You just turn right around and you say, ego, I love you, but you are not in charge here. I am. Take a seat. Because I truly am merging the God that I am back into me. It is no longer away from me. It has been taken from me. It has now been returned. So we are in the heart mind. We're in the now. And we have merged with the gods that we are. The God-man. And we have others with us. We have the archangels, cherubim, seraphim archetypes, all the angels. And this is a civilization that vibrates at a higher frequency than we do. You begin to see them more and more as our frequency increases upward. They do appear in humanoid form at times. If you're perceptive enough, you'll feel that frequency. You'll feel that, and you will know what they were. They're brief. They aren't there long, and then they just disappear. Usually when you turn your head to look at something, you turn back, they're gone. Trillions of them. It is not unusual to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 trillion, 50,000 around each and every one of us. They're of the highest of deepest eternal love from the highest of deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest gratitude. We have the Ascended Masters there with us. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Hell, Thought, many, many, many more. Who are they? They are those who have ascended out of body into God form. We are those who have ascended into body to experience physical form. That's the only difference. See? They've mastered being able to enter physical form consciously, understanding who and what they are, and then exiting those forms at will. In deep eternal love and gratitude. So we're all together. We gather. We're here. And we form a circle of light, a halo around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia. Arm in arm, hand in hand, so to speak. And as we do this, all that is left, all that is there is the light of Source creation. And the light is the highest of high frequencies of deep eternal love. So it grays out the darkness of space. It grays out the sacredness of space. And as we do this, and we literally float, levitate above the planet, we create a gossamer field that is everywhere. It surrounds this planet, all of us, everything. Not only the planet, but the solar system and the galaxy and beyond. And it has vibrant reflective colors. It is a messaging frequency. It gives us awareness of what we're made of. And the colored reflective lights, multicolored lights in this gossamer field are so brilliant and so vivid that the colors on this planet currently pale in comparison. So what are the reminders? The emerald green flaming healing light column that Archangel Raphael carries. It's to remind us of our healing power. The violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column that reminds us of the strength and resolve that we are. the white fire, which is basically, it is the highest vibrational frequency of deep eternal love that we're encased in. And this is a brilliant light, and all dark matter low frequencies can't even come near it. They're vaporized. Therefore, they don't come near it ever. You know, it's like, you know, the bugs attract, light attracts bugs. This is the opposite. The bugs don't come near it because they know that it is their demise. And it reminds us of the true power of the deep eternal love that we are and what we were made out of. The purple transmuting flame. This column reminds us that if we ever do have attachments, and we ever do have dark low matter frequencies, we bring in the purple transmuting flame and we totally eliminate them, transmute them all, the neutral light substance, send them back to the great central sun, our source creation. And then we have the column of the violet ray. This reminds us that we can literally purify the area that we just got through transmuting and sending back to source creation. And then the golden white pink light of that which we were made through source creation, pure consciousness. That column reminds us that we are the God, that we are the love, that we are the bliss, that we are the joy, that we are samadhi. Now, the only way that you're ever going to have visitors is if you lower your frequencies low enough. You will open your front door and invite them all in. So it is a choice each and every one of us should be very clear about, is to not lower our frequencies so that that door remains shut. And as we continue to rise above the planet, elevate ourselves, we are compelled to call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the highest, the deepest gratitude, to join us in this meditation, this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, non-ego, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the gogaplexes. One gogaplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of gogaplexes from every direction, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere and continues to expand. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, many, many, many civilizations. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light, and the highest of deepest gratitude. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this circle of light, this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude, and we are all the highest of deepest eternal love. And We are all one. And we are all love. Our God light energy is absolutely everywhere and continues to expand. We call upon all of the off-worlders, all the galactics. There are many of these civilizations. Just to name a fraction that we're familiar with, Pleiadians, Syrians, Arcturians, Andromedans. Many, many, many more. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest of deepest gratitude can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the billions. They have been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we're all one. We're all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere and continues to expand. We call upon our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the highest of deepest gratitude can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, non-ego, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, benevolence, and tranquility. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God light energy is absolutely everywhere and continues to expand. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Just to name a few of them: the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur. Many, many, many more. Only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love and the highest of deepest gratitude can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the trillions. Shapes, sizes, forms, configurations, and colors of which we have never seen before. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the deepest of eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude and the highest and deepest eternal love. We are all one, and we are all love, and our God-light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, and continues to expand. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We created this sphere over 2 years ago. It houses all of our meditations in perpetual motion. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. It can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. It floods, it saturates the existence of all things. It is source creation. It is pure consciousness. It floods us inside and out, head to toe, both physically and etherically. We embrace the gods that we are. We take back the God that was once stripped from us. We are the joy and the love. We are enlightenment. We are abundance. We are bliss. We are prosperity. We are all things. And we are all one. And we are all connected to all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And we all are everything. We are all everything. We always have been. Now we are rediscovering that we are the God, that we are pure consciousness, that we are supreme reality, that we are actually beyond consciousness. We look down upon the planet, Earth, Gaia. We see all of our brothers and sisters. We see all life, everything, inside, outside, above and below. And they too are being flooded and saturated from head to toe, inside and out, both physically and etherically. And they too are coming into the clarity and pure consciousness of the gods that each and every one of them house, of the bliss and the joy that is truly their natural state of being. To be able at will to enter samadhi is coming for all of us. And it will just simply be a choice from the gods that we are. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. know that the journey within us, each of us, is progressing and expanding. And the more we embrace that God of that which we are, the more we will move into a perpetual bliss of existence. Take it with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. We will be back here tonight at 9 p.m. for the time for change call. And we will also be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, March 12th, 2020, Thursday.